Hello boys and girls. Okay, I look a little bit like an egg right now because I've not done my hair this morning, so please don't mind that. Just put it in a little low bun, so we're just gonna have to make do with the fact that I'm very like egg-like this morning. Okay, I wanted to film a Sephora and an Ulta haul today because it's actually my last day in this house, and I don't know what it is about the lighting in here, but it's just so lovely in the morning. So I got up early. It's currently 8:30, nice and early. I'm gonna sit down and film this makeup haul because honestly I have been dying to play with these products for like what feels like days and days and days now, even though it's probably been like 2 days. So I think I'm gonna start with Sephora first because that was the first place that I went to. Right, let me get my receipt out. Okay, so we spent $343 in Sephora, which could have been worse. But I didn't actually get that much stuff, but you'll see why it's so expensive in a second because of like what I actually picked up. Okay, so the first thing that I got, which is probably my most exciting purchase for me, is the Natasha-Nonna Sunset Palette. And honestly, I have wanted this for what feels like the longest time. I've never owned a Natasha-Nonna palette. Like I've always wanted to own one. Obviously, like for those of you that know, Natasha-Nonna is a very expensive brand, like very expensive. Okay, so I finally picked up the Sunset palette, and honestly the only reason I actually ended up buying this is because it was reduced. So it's usually $129, but it was reduced to $99. I don't know if that's because it's like being discontinued or because there's new palettes out or whatever it may be, but I was like, do you know what, that is a sign from Jesus Christ, the man himself, to buy this palette. So great. So this is what it looks like on the outside. It's really beautiful packaging, and then when you open it inside, I mean, can we just, like, it is absolutely stunning. So obviously this is like a sunset palette. It's all warm colors. I'm sure you've probably seen it by now because it is one of like the more older palettes from Natasha-Nonna now. I'm pretty sure it came out last summer. Yeah, I'm just obsessed. Like I love the matte shades in this. I love the fact that it's got this matte red. I'll do a couple of little swatches. I mean, you hardly have to dip in with Natasha-Nonna eyeshadows. Like honestly, whenever I swatch them, I'm literally like blown away by the pigmentation. So I'm so excited to try this. This is my first palette by her. I really want the gold palette as well, which is like the newer palette, which has more, it's got more like neutral browns and golds and also a few like teals and blues. Like I saw that in Sephora as well, and honestly, if it was in stock, I probably would have bought it because I was just obsessed. It feels so weird like filming a haul here and not at home, like honestly, but I want to film it here and I want to try and get as many videos up whilst I'm in LA as possible. I was saying this on Twitter the other day, so if there's anything you do want to see, let a girl know, okay? And then I picked up another Natasha-Nonna another Natasha-Nonna product. This is the All Over Glow Face and Body Shimmer in Powder. Is it? Oh wait, what? Oh my god, I really thought I picked up I need to go home. Oh my god, I really thought I picked up a bronzer and I've accidentally picked up the highlighter instead, which this is obviously like one of the darker shades as well, so I'm definitely not going to be able to use that. At least I've got another week here, so I can go and return it. That's fine. I can go and exchange it. Okay, next up I got a product by Tarte. It's actually a really small range, which I think is really nice, and it's all kind of based around like shimmer and glow, which is obviously like right up my street. So I picked up the Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's Expensive, which that's me. Or at least I like to pretend that's me. This is what she looks like. Honestly, like the cutest gloss ever. Okay, I don't know what's happened, but I've suddenly got like an addiction to gloss. Like I was already addicted to gloss, but honestly, when I was in Sephora and Ulta, I was swatching every friggin' nude lip gloss under the sun. Like I'm obsessed. Oh, it actually smells really minty. Okay, so this is like the clear one, and then it's got a little bit of like shimmer in it, as you can see there. But there were like I think there was 2 other shades that were going from like obviously this color to a little bit darker. And a little bit of a tip when I use glosses like this, because obviously they are clear and it's very easy to get the applicator really dirty, is I always like dispense them on the back of my hand and then use my finger and go over like that, just so that you don't get the actual lip gloss a really weird shade. I really wanted to get the Tarte body mist as well. I was actually going to pick that up because that's what Rachel wanted when Mads came over, but I'm in 2 minds about that because I've been to 2 different Sephoras or 3 different Sephoras, and the actual like mist, like the thing that sprays, is like broken on all of the testers. So I don't know if it's like what I'm trying to say, that I don't want to buy it and then risk like the actual spray spray like mist dispenser getting broken because none of them worked on any of the testers. Like I don't know if it's just me. Also it's coming on Cult Beauty, so I feel like I can get it at home if I like change my mind. Okay, I got another lip gloss from Pat McGrath. I have, again, very few Pat McGrath products because obviously, again, it's quite an expensive brand. I've got a couple of lip shades from Pat McGrath that I really love, so I thought I would pick up a new gloss. So this is in the shade Dare to Bear, obviously just like a standard nude, we know how it is. I've got one gloss from her at home that I absolutely love, and every single time I wear it, Rachel's always like, what is that on your lips? So I really wanted to pick up a new one. This again is still quite like a sheer formula, I would say, which I personally really like. Like I never like a gloss that's super opaque, so it has got a little bit of a tint to it, but it's nothing crazy, which I really love. And this one's not got as much of like glitter or sparkle in it compared to some of the other glosses that were there, because some of them were really like intensely is that word? They were really glittery is what I'm trying to say. So this one's got like, this one's obviously a pinky nude, and it's got a slight, can I speak? It's got a slight kind of gold reflect to it, so I thought that was really cute. Okay, one more gloss. Oh my god, I'm really sorry. So this is by Artist Couture. I actually saw this on the way to the checkout and I was like, my eyes were like drawn to it, okay? I couldn't walk past it. So this is in the shade Climax. Can we just take a look at this? Like, honestly, is that not like just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? And Artist Couture is actually a lot more of an affordable brand, so okay, let me just swatch this because honestly, it's like, this is a lot more like glittery, so I feel like this isn't going to be for everyone, but oh my gosh. Okay, so that's all three glosses there. And then I picked up a foundation. I got the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation because I tried Rachel's of this one time when I didn't have any makeup to get ready. I literally had to use Rachel's entire makeup bag, and I really love this foundation. So I got the shade medium for Barcelona. Did I mean to get Barcelona? But yeah, I really love this foundation because it was more of like a medium to full coverage, but you didn't have to use a lot to get to a full coverage, if that makes sense. Like it felt quite sheer on the skin. Obviously it's a radiant foundation, so it's not too matte. It's really good for like drier skin, which my skin is dry as hell at the minute. Even in this heat, like my skin still gets really dry. Okay, that was actually everything I picked up from Sephora. So it came to a lot of money, okay, because there was like Natasha-Nonna and Pat McGrath and stuff in there. So I'm gonna move on to Ulta, which I was actually really excited when I got to Ulta because, boys and girls, Kylie Cosmetics is now in Ulta. So I'll do those quickly first. I actually picked up a new bronze palette first because anyone that knows me or has watched my tutorials or just has followed my channel will know I am obsessed with this palette. Like I love it so much, and this actually has like all the new packaging because my bronze palette is like the OG, like the first one that she brought out. So this is what it looks like inside. I feel like a couple of shades have why did that really scare me? Yeah, I feel like a couple of shades have changed, or maybe just one. I'm sure in my one at home, this shade is not a matte. Yeah, this is actually a really pretty matte as well, because the only thing that I would have changed about this palette is the fact that all of the mattes are very warm, and sometimes like I don't want a warm transition color. So I'm actually really excited to use the shade Topaz because I'm pretty sure the one that I have at home isn't matte. Like maybe I'm just like forgetting, but how pretty is that? It's just like a really nice neutral brown. So yeah, just the fact that it's got like kind of medium browns and then a darker brown, which I actually use for liner a lot. As you can see, like I use dark brown eyeshadow as liner. I just really love how soft it looks. And then obviously it's got the black as well, which is really handy. So this palette is pretty much like my go-to palette for travel. I've not used it as much recently just because mine's like really crusty and dusty and I needed a new one, so I just wanted to pick that up. And then I wanted to get a concealer because I've never tried the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and I've seen kind of like mixed reviews about this. So I got the shade Sand. Okay, sorry if the angle's changed, I just had to clear the card because the card got full. So yeah, as I was saying, I got the shade Sand because I swatched it next to Tarte Shape Tape, which is one of like my favorite concealers in the shade Light Medium, and that seemed like the best match. So I'm excited to give that a go. Is it Tarte Shape Tape that I've heard it's very similar to? Either Tarte Shape Tape or like a Colourpop concealer. So anyway, I'm excited to try that. I picked up a gloss from Dose of Colours because I actually got this gloss last year when I came to LA in October fell in love with it and I lost it. I literally have no idea where it went. It probably disappeared on a night out, as many things do in my bag. But this is the Dose of Colours gloss in the shade Can You Not. It's just like a really beautiful warm nude, as you can see there. It's really shiny, really glossy. It's got a little bit more colour payoff than the other glosses that I picked up, but the thing that I love about the Dose of Colours glosses is like that applicator. Like, it's so nice on the lips. It's really smooth, really comfortable, and the actual formula itself is really, really comfortable as well. It's not sticky or anything like that. Okay, and then super boring, but I got two Tarte Shape Tapes in the shade Light Medium. This is like my favorite concealer ever. I love it so much. Mine ran out probably like 5 months ago now, and it's been a hard time. Honestly, like, this is my favorite concealer. I actually really didn't know what to use once this ran out. Like, I didn't know what to go back to. I was using NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for a little bit. Now I'm using Laura Mercier Concealer and Natasha-Nonna Concealer. In fact, yeah, didn't I get another Natasha-Nonna Concealer? Oh my god, yeah, it's on the bottom of here. But yeah, this is one of my favorite concealers of all time. This is like my go-to. This is what I know is gonna work and look really good. So I wanted to stock up and get two more. And then yeah, sorry, this was actually stuck in the bottom of the Sephora bag. So I got a Natasha-Nonna concealer. This is the Transfix Matte Concealer, and I got it in the shade 6NY, which is like a neutral yellow. Is that supposed to happen? I feel like no. Like, all of the product is separated. Anyway, so fun fact, Rachel's on Natasha-Nonna PR, and she actually very kindly gave me 2 shades of this concealer because she got sent the full range and I don't get the PR. Not that it's a problem. So she very kindly gave me 2 shades to try out because I was saying I really wanted to give it a go. I don't know what it is about concealer, but I'm always on the hunt for like good concealers. Like, I really just love finding ones that I love, because so far, like, Tarte Shape Tape and like a couple, I mean, Tarte Shape Tape's the only one that I'm like ride or die for, and then I do like a couple of others, but I kind of want one that's like on the same level as Tarte Shape Tape for me. So far, like, I'm actually wearing it today. So I was wearing Natasha-Nonna in the shade 3W with my Laura Mercier concealer in the shade 2N, and I've been mixing them together because I'm a little bit like in between shades. I've actually got no fake tan on at the minute, believe it or not, so your girl is trying to like embrace like natural-ish tan, even though you'll probably notice like my arms haven't tanned at all, but my chest has. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, I wanted to pick up a slightly darker shade because the 3W is a little bit too light, so I'm gonna give that a go, even though it looks so gross then when it all separated. Like, what was that about? Oh my god, another concealer. So I picked up the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade 16 Light. So is this the one that's maybe like Kylie's concealer? I don't know. I've heard that it's like a dupe for one of them. It actually felt very smooth when I applied it as well. And I think the thing that I noticed in the shop, which you can probably see now, it did oxidize a lot. So I'll let that dry down a sec and then I'll swatch it again next to it. Sorry, my throat is like really going. I'll swatch it again next to it and you'll see like the concealer really, really oxidizes. So let me just do a fresh swatch next to it. Even in like the 20 seconds that I've been talking there, like, it looks like 2 separate shades. So something to bear in mind if you're gonna order this online, because like that is literally the same concealer in the same shade, but it's just oxidized. I got 2 base products from Juvia's Place because I've tried Juvia's Place eyeshadows and I have to say, like, I wasn't obsessed with them. I didn't mind them, but I didn't completely love them. So I wanted to try the foundation and the concealer. Have to say, I feel like the foundation I probably won't get along with too much just because it felt very matte in the store. So it is described, it's called the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I swatched it in the store. It's very full coverage, which is why I was kind of like, I really want to try it because you know, your girl loves a bit of full coverage. And I feel like my favorite foundation of all time is Giorgio Armani Power Fabric, which is what I've gotten today, and that is a like powder matte finish. So my skin can work with matte foundations, I just have to prep it the right way. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna love this. I got it in the shade FES 620. I don't know if it's gonna be sealed. Oh yeah, it's sealed, so I'm not gonna get it out right now, but it's actually so cute. It's just like this little tiny foundation. And then are we surprised? I got another concealer. So I wanted to try the concealer as well. This is the I Am Magic concealer in the shade concealer. Why I just say that? I just read it out. It's in the shade 18. I'm really loving all of these like big fuck off concealers at the minute. Like the size of these concealers is like what I'm here for. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like they're all very Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like since Tarte Shape Tape has done this type of packaging, like it's very popular now with concealers. So yeah, this is in the shade 18. It's actually got a very similar applicator to Tarte Shape Tape as well. It is a little bit darker because there weren't many shades of this left in stock. So in my head, I kind of had this in mind to use either for like touch-ups when I've got more tan on, where I've got like a deeper tan or whatever, or it's actually very similar to the shade Medium by Tarte Shape Tape, which I also have at home, which I can sometimes use if I've got like a little bit more fake tan on, or I'll just mix it with a lighter shade, like whatever it may be. I picked up a highlighter by Juvia's Place because I saw this and I swatched it and I was like, that is beautiful, like beautiful. So this is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. A little mirror, which I thought is really nice. It's just like a really nice kind of medium. It's like not super champagne, but it's not super pink either. It's like a really nice in between. When I first looked at it in the pan, I was like, I am not gonna be able to get away with that, but like, sorry, I just like forgot how beautiful that was for a second. Like I'm obsessed. So I am ready to like bathe in that. Like I suddenly need that all over my skin, like everywhere. Okay, on to another foundation. I picked up the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, and this is in the shade 130 Buff Beige. I was like, I can't get that out then. Yeah, it looks a little bit dark for me at the minute, but as I said, I've literally got no tan on whatsoever at the minute, so I usually am like a little bit darker than this. But fun fact, when I actually came to LA last year in October for the Anastasia party, I bought so many Maybelline products from like Target or like Ulta, like somewhere. I bought them from somewhere, okay, and then I completely forgot about them, and then I got home and literally like weeks later I was like, what happened to that makeup? Like I don't know where I put it, I don't know what I did with it, I don't know if it accidentally got put in someone's case, I don't know if I left it in the hotel room, but literally like all these products I bought last year and they just disappeared and I didn't realize for like a couple of weeks. But yeah, I really wanted to try this because I don't think we actually do this formula in the UK. So this isn't the matte and polish one, it's the dewy and smooth one. Maybelline foundations, you guys know I really love anyway, so I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy this one. And then I also picked up the the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10. So this one looks like it's got more of a yellowy kind of like cast to it, which is what I wanted because I have it in mind for you, like to use under the eyes to like bake a little bit. You guys know I love the YSL powder to do that with a beauty blender, just like press it into the skin. So I thought I would give this a go because I don't think I've ever seen anyone say a bad thing about this. Like even when I went to see Millie afterwards, like after I'd gone shopping and she was like rooting through my bag to see what I bought, she was like, oh my god, you're gonna love this powder, it's so good. Okay, I also got some nail files in case anyone wants to know because my toes have got way too long. Yeah, that was pretty much everything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'm so excited to play with all of these products, honestly. Like I literally can't wait. If there's anything in particular that you want to see in like a video or on Instagram or whatever it may be, then let me know. So I'm gonna get going. It's Charlie's last day here in LA. I've got another week, so we're gonna like have some breakfast and then take him to the airport. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next week with Mill, so we'll see where the wind takes us. But thank you so much for watching as always. I love you guys to the moon and back, and I will see you in the next one.